Villainous by its_Kingston on AO3. Episode 51. Chapter 25. Epilogue. Good morning, Ochako murmured, stifling a yawn. She cracked her eyes open, taking in the unit room and peaceful silence of the base. It was 1:57 a.m., hardly what one would call morning, let alone good. At last, they had a mission today. Just like Toga had said, the blonde in question still slept, head resting on Ochako's chest. The air was chilling, and even with the blanket draped across them, she could feel the prickle of goosebumps rising on her skin. Hey, Himi? Ochako cooed, laying a hand on her girlfriend's shoulder. It's time to go. Sunshine. No. Toga rolled over, facing the wall. Ochako chuckled. She could hardly make out Toga's figure in the dark room, but had enough light, or luck, to pull an arm around her waist. Come on, we've got a mission, she said gently. Staying like this seems nicer. You're warm. Toga murmured, eyes opening slowly as she began waking up. You can always just put warmer clothes on. No! What was the reason for waking me up so early? The mission? The one you told me about? Ochako said, raising an eyebrow. Oh, that's today. Toga sat up, seeming a little distraught. All right, let's get ready and go. Are you okay? Ochako asked, putting a hand on her thigh. You sound upset now. No, just, I'll tell you later. Toga smiled at her, despite knowing that Ochako couldn't see in the dark nearly as well as she could. If that's what you want. Ochako was unsettled by the way her girlfriend got up and grabbed her clothes before leaving for the bathroom. It wasn't as if they'd never changed in front of each other. That, coupled with Toga's haze swap to a secretive demeanor, made Ochako wondered if she'd done something to upset her. Hey, Dobby, it's time to go. Toga knocked on the door, clothes in hand. She grabbed them and walked out, focused on putting some physical distance between herself and Ochako. Maybe it would make it hurt less if she said no. I'm already awake, he answered roughly. Clearing his throat, he opened the door. Hey, you ready? Dobby asked. A warm smile made its way to his face, a rare sight that he dropped upon not getting an answer. Crazy? Why would she want me? Toga said, eyes trained on the floor. Why wouldn't she? Dobby replied in a brotherly tone. I don't know, it's just, I know she likes me, but suddenly it's like every little thing is too much, like I'm too much. Just too much trouble, too much concern, too many problems. And you know damn well she doesn't think that. She loves you, Himiko. She wouldn't want to spend 5 years with you if she felt any other way. Dobby brushed past her, making his way down the hall. What if today was the day she was planning to break up with me? Toga asked, following behind him. It isn't, Ochako said, walking out of their shared room. It's quiet enough to hear you two, she explained before approaching Toga. Dobby took this as a sign to head downstairs and retrieve cold pizza for his 2 a.m. breakfast. You know I like you a lot, Ochako said, taking the blonde's hand in her own. I can't even think of the words to tell you the right way, but I don't think saying I love you would capture it all. You give me this massive warm feeling, like butterflies cranked up past 1,000. It makes me happy to be around you, happy to go on a mission with you, and even deal with whatever you consider problems. Because really, I don't think being around you is a chore, or is too much, or is anything negative like that. You know I've never been a good liar, so trust me when I say I really do care, Himiko. Uh, all right, the blonde murmured, retracting her hands from Ochako's. I love you too. She wrapped her arms around her girlfriend, teary eyes fluttering close. I love you so much. I don't know if I could say something to top what you just did, but I'm always thinking about you. Essentially, when I can't be right there with you, I'm always wondering what you're up to and how you're doing. You're incredible, Toga murmured, burying her face in the crook of Ochako's neck. You're just as incredible, Ochako offered, cuddling closer to Toga, as close as she could get. The mission was nearly perfect. Everything went as planned, save for the new guards the jeweler had hired. Only 3 extra new hires, people who were mild inconveniences, who lacked proper training. Toga quickly took them out as Ochako dealt with the cameras that patrolled the store more reliably than the guards did. Once the feed was cut, Toga hopped to the counter and began opening the locked door to the storeroom. I left the bags by the door. Can you go do some shopping while you wait, if you want to? Toga giggled. Oh, fun. Ochako smiled, retrieving a black trash bag. Hey, I remember these. No way they're the same ones, though. She observed the rings and necklaces that were framed behind the glass. The occasional watch broke up an influence of engagement rings and promise bands that lined the shelf. No, those ones are... She trailed off, thinking. Still in the forest. I don't think anyone went back to get them. Wait, really? Ochako laughed, leaning over the counter to grab a particularly pretty ring. It was a set of rings, actually, pale rose in color, with small golden border. They weren't extravagant, but they weren't basic either. When Ochako thought about getting married one day, this is the type of ring she thought about having. Yeah. Toga stood up, opening the door. Maybe we should go get them, if they haven't deteriorated yet. Ochako vaulted over the counter, landing beside Toga. Didn't we get a grenade? Can those even stop working? Not sure. Ochako chuckled. So, what are we getting? Alright, I am really pushing it just so I could have a little more time because I just today asked. The 10th. I asked the 10th. And if I only have one more day left, that means I have tomorrow. Just tomorrow. Do I think they're going to respond? Kingston, I think you're going to respond relatively quick. Well, I mean, I don't know how much comments you get. Maybe comments is going to be a little bit harder for you. And I can't just start recording the videos. Because, like, what if you say no? Okay, yeah. I'll do a one-shot buffer in between this. Just put a one-shot. I have one-shots. I have a one-shot that I'm really excited to do. It's a specific one, and I am excited to do that one. I'm going to do that one. I have been meaning to do that one, and I haven't done that one. So I'm going to do that one, and then I'm going to send it over, and I'm so excited for that one. I wonder what they're going to think. I really like the author. Like, you know, if this one shot, like, low-key, I have a little bit of a crush on this author. Yeah, like, it's a really cool one-shot. It was like it was supposed to be an April Fool's, you know, crack fic. Not supposed to be. It is an April Fool's crack fic, right? So, like, I have a little bit of a crush on the writer. Hee hee, haha. Anyways, sorry, I'm twirling my hair. Sorry, I'm acting like Toga. Anyways, those doubtful dots, Toga, that stems from... Psychology Corner. Put on your hats, kids. Get your notes out. That actually stems from her childhood, obviously, right? I mean, like, obviously, whenever you're about to propose or about to get married, everybody gets, not necessarily, like, cold feet. Some people call it cold feet. I like to say it doubts, right? Your mind is under a lot of stress, especially the proposal, right? The fear of rejection is so much more prevalent. And for Toga, someone whom from her childhood felt as though nobody loved her for her, it's gonna carry on. Yes, 5 years with Uraraka. To the logical mind, you would think, okay, you've been with this person for 5 years. They've been with you for better or for worse. They're gonna say yes, right? They're gonna say yes. But think about this in a way where Toga's mind is literally wired to forever think and forever seek out the validation and love of others, and forever crave that validation while also fear losing it, and when losing it, be hurt 20 times worse than the average person. Ochako has attachment issues. She has attachment issues and she has validation issues, but specifically attachment issues is where these thoughts are stemming from. Her attachment issues probably, before it stems in two ways. Obviously, it shows in two ways. One, the way she's constantly trying to be what she quote unquote loves, right? Or be other people so that, she can be loved, because she feels as though herself is not enough to have people love her and have people stay, right? And then as for the other way that it's showing up, right? Obviously, it's that craving the validation. Her attachment issues is like, I need validation. I'm craving validation. Have me, love me. This is, I'm also talking from experience. I have attachment issues, right? Mine did not stem from my childhood. They stem from past relationships and people who, unfortunately have treated me bad, aka cheated. 2 cheaters and then one who straight up left me, dumped me, out of nowhere, dumped me. Whatever, I'm not gonna get into that. Point taken is, I behave like that, right? Right now, I'm, or not right now, but right now. Right now, I'm going through a moment where I feel as though I'm about to get into, a really insecure place. And how is that going to react? One, I'm going to start doing what Toga's doing, the whole, well, what if they don't like me? What if today they're going to break up with me? What if this? What if that? Start assuming the worst and being like, oh my God, they're going to leave me. I'm too much. I'm too much. Again, that stems from her childhood. And that stems from her attachment issues that she got from her childhood thanks to her parents. Right? She never felt good enough for her parents. She never had the validation she needs. Therefore, growing up, and now as a grown-up, as a 24-year-old, I believe there were 19 plus, but yeah, 24-year-old, right? That's how it stems. That's how it shows, right? At least that's also how it shows with me, right? I always think I'm too much. I'm not enough. Stuff like that. And I start thinking, okay, they're going to break up with me. They don't like me. They're going to find someone better who's way better than me and who I will never be like that because they don't have any trauma. Stuff like that, right? Obviously, I worked through that myself, and it's something that I've been working with and working through, and I am in an area where I could actually be in a relationship. I have those thoughts, and then I immediately shut them down. Right? I immediately shut them down when I sit and think, okay, where are these thoughts actually stemming from? What is the actual reason for these thoughts coming in, right? In Toga's situation, these thoughts are coming in because she's really nervous about the proposal, right? She's really nervous about the proposal. There is literally no logic behind the thoughts. It's coming out of stress. That means that her thoughts are idiotic. They're fear, they're anxiety driven. If the thoughts are coming from an actual logical standpoint, well, they're doing this action and this action and this action and this action and this that's making me believe this, and okay, this is the time where you sit down and talk to your partner, right? Otherwise, it's stemming from fear. I know mine was stemming from fear. I came to the realization that, we're nearing the months where I'm more insecure because those are the months that I got cheated on. We're also, veering that towards, that stage where I start being a little insecure and stuff like that. It'll pass. I'll work with it. It'll pass. I know that it is literally stemming from nothing. Logically, there's literally nothing telling me that my thoughts and feelings are true. In fact, quite the opposite, right? So it's that. And then it also presents itself with I wouldn't call it love bombing, not love bombing, but just a lot of clinginess, a lot of this, a lot of okay, as I said, Toga wanting to be the people that she loves, right? Or quote unquote loves, become other people to be loved, right? Which means if she has to change herself to do that, she will do that. Stuff like that, where doing anything to grab the validation and love from others, and also doing anything to keep the validation and love from others is one of the ways that Toga has attachment issues and shows her attachment issues, and the other ways is the insecurities, right? Both of these obviously stem from attachment issues. One, the insecurities are there to start the other one, right? Okay, well now people need to love me. So I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, right? It happens to me, it happens to Toga, right? Obviously, one of us has worked through our issues and the other hasn't. And I've worked through my issues. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.